It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Let's go, champ. All right, so the plot thickens at 154. The WBO has ordered Jermell Charlo to face Tszyu in a mandatory title bout. This was a fight that was discussed in the press conference of Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano after he became the Undisputed Champion. And, you know, he famously told the Australian reporter, fuck you and Tim Tszyu, you know, and that's what it was. So, look, we know that, I know from interviewing Tim in the past, like when I was at his media workout, he called the Jermell Charlo a pussycat. He said he wants to fight him. Now he's out here saying that this is his Zab Judah moment where he's going to knock out Jermell Charlo the same way his dad beat up on Zab Judah when he came to America. And look, I've been around Tszyu. I've met him, and the impression I got from being around him the one time I met him was the fact that he's a no bullshit kind of guy. I know people can say what they want about his style and his performance or lack thereof against Tszyu Boucher early on in that fight, but this is a guy that, quite frankly, excuse my French, just doesn't give a fuck. This guy doesn't care about losing a fight. He doesn't care about how he may look in the eyes of other people. He wants to go in there and he's down to fight anybody. That's the impression I got from being around him. And the ball is now on Jermell Charlo's court because now he has a big choice on his hands. Does he make a defense as WBO as an Undisputed Champion, or does he vacate the belt? Because look, we know in the past that at times PBC, when it is convenient for them, has said they don't value the WBO belt. Okay, for whatever the case may be. So if Charlo decides to vacate the belt, that would be a very bad look on him because Tszyu was a guy that I really think he should be beaten up at this point. Tszyu still, in my opinion, 3 fights away from being ready for a Jermell Charlo fight. He needs time. He needs more experience under the lights here in America. But one thing I like about Tim is he doesn't care if he needs more. He's willing to go in there and test himself and see what he's about. And Jermell Charlo, look, he cemented himself as one of the top 154 pounders in the history of the sport. There's no ifs, there's no ands or buts about it. But, you know, he has to make a decision. You know, will he vacate all the belts and go to 160 like his big brother suggested he might do? Or does he fight Tszyu and try to shut him up? Because Tszyu has been running his mouth a lot. Quite frankly, from the impression I got, he's not scared of Charlo. There's nothing about him that he's afraid of. And he's willing to go in there and test his mettle and test what he's got. Will Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth shut his mouth up? Because his mouth has been the one that's been running. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Tszyu has been talking a lot about this fight. Here's what he said verbatim. I'll read you guys the quotes from Fight Hub TV. He said the following, and I quote, it's not sorted yet 100%, but the fight is in the making. He has no choice now. Yeah, it's going to happen. I think he'll take it. He just wants all the belts. You want to keep the belts. You just don't want to give them away. You work so hard. Charlo likes to take his time. He likes to pick his shots. He doesn't like anything that's too high pace. It'll be interesting because my style is completely the opposite to what he likes. And that's what it is. And then he was saying when he fought Tszyu Boucher that he lost only 1 or 2 rounds max, which I agree with. I think it was a pretty, one-sided fight apart from the knockdown and some of the early scares. But, Tim won the fight pretty soundly. He then went on to talk. He then went on to talk about Jermell Charlo's personality, saying he's like a hatter. He's like a grumpy old man. He's always frowning. He's always angry. Let an old man be. This is my Zab Judah moment. So it is what it is, you know. He doesn't believe, and he's not oversold on the fact that Charlo, of Charlo being Castano, because in his eyes, Charlo is, or Castano, I should say, is a smaller man. Tim is not. Tim is a big 54-pounder. Tim is a strong 54-pounder. Tim is a 54-pounder that will be in your face to the very end. And it's up to Charlo to show that consistency as a champion, because obviously going into the fight, everyone's going to favor Charlo because of what happened in the last fight. And they say in boxing, a lot of people say you're only as good as your last fight, which I don't always agree with. But this is a good fight. I like this fight. I like this fight a lot. You know, right now the only options you have are Fedor or Tszyu. The WBO just ordered this fight, so I would like this fight because it will also let us know a lot about Tszyu. You know, Tszyu in his last 2 fights against Goucher and Takashi Inoue, albeit he's big and albeit he is an aggressive fighter, he's shown a tendency to gas out in the back half of fights and push his punches. And if there's one thing that we know and we can respect from a guy like Jermell Charlo, Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth, is that Jermell Charlo is always dangerous for 12 rounds. Sometimes he's one of the few fighters in boxing who's got belts that I can honestly, hand on heart, say he's pretty much more dangerous in the 10th, 11th, and 12th round than he is in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I mean, don't get it twisted. He's dangerous all 12 rounds, but he's the kind of fighter that gets better as the fight goes on. He gets stronger as the fight goes on, and he's dangerous in the rounds of the fight where most fighters are depleted, they're gassed, and they're questioning their own sanity as to why they even got in the ring. That's the kind of fighter he is. And to see Tim in the ring with that kind of a fighter, you know, that would really be a massive challenge for him. It'd be a massive, it'd be very interesting to see how Tim deals with that. Because I'll be honest with you, his late fight performances against both Takashi Inoue and Goucher, albeit in the Goucher fight and the Inoue fights, he was winning. He was never really, the decisions weren't in question, but he just didn't finish strong enough for my liking. And I just saw some things there that if you were to get in there with like a Charlo, like he may now, or even a Castaño, those things can be exploited at that top world-class, elite, creme de la creme level. So that's where I'm at. And I want to just throw that out there. But yeah, that's the news. The WBO has ordered Tszyu versus Jermell Charlo. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see this fight? And what kind of chance are you giving Tszyu against, you know, Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth, Jermell Charlo? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, so help me get there. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.